By the time you hear this, we will have missed wishing you both a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and several other holidays in between, probably, depending on where you're hearing us from. So happy late all of those things from the 1 Hour, One Brain Cell podcast.
And we lost Jordan already. Okay, great show, everybody. There we go. She's back.
This is so foolish. I got kicked out during the intro. I hate it here. Okay, that was not on purpose, I promise. It might happen again, so who knows. We took some time last week, Richie and I. After everything that's happened, Carol, we just need some space. So we could see each other in person. And we did have a rematch of our last go round of karting, which I think was back in June. That will also probably happen again because we have fun doing it, dang it.
The biannual karting experience.
Literally. Like every 6 months. Just long enough so we don't forget the track layout.
Yeah. Eventually, after a couple of years of us going once every 6 months, we're going to be like track ringers, and we're going to be winning every race. We're going to be nationally ranked.
We do already have just a massive advantage over the arrive and drive group. All of it hinges on us getting a good fellow group of racers on track and not people that crash all the time.
Yes.
It is what it is.
This is true.
Okay. I don't have an intro for you, and this show doc is all over the place, so I'm going to pick a battle here, and we have more of our favorites from 2025 to give you. I want to start with this Twitter link you have at the bottom here. It says, "Happy birthday, Flossie the cat." Who is Flossie the cat?
Flossie the cat.
Shared the class.
Happy birthday, Flossie the cat. I saw this on Monday, December 29th when we were recording. Flossie, the world's oldest living cat, turned 30 today. Despite her age, she wakes up early for breakfast and spends the day napping and playing. That according to this link here. Let me share the picture of Flossie with you. Hang on. Oh, come on, bro. What are we doing here? God forbid I have this ready. Jesus Christ. We're a professional podcasting association here. We should be able to have our shit together. Flossie has a
Guinness World Record.
All right, here we go. Hang on. There she is.
Oh,
look at her.
What
She's
a sweet
very
face.
Cute. 30. We're just like
30.
140 in cat years or something.
I don't know what cat years are compared to dog years. Isn't a dog year 7?
Yes.
So that would be 210.
Yes.
Okay, Google AI says that's a myth, but that's AI, so I'm not listening to you.
Yeah,
and I'm choosing to believe that's true. Well, happy birthday. We are all very excited to celebrate this achievement with you, Flossie the cat.
We're going to start off the show with some good news,
We love some good news. We have Bega, so there's good news coming on the back end. Because somehow we have another thing about Bega to talk about. Oh, God. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you start your favorites of 2025. You could start with music. You could start with TV. I'm throwing it over to you.
I'll go on the TV side because I feel like I do watch more TV than you for the most part, at least. However, this year I didn't watch as much TV as I have in the past. But there are still some standouts. And there are really only 3 shows for me this year that really stood out that I can remember off the top of my head. That are far and above the rest. And starting from the beginning of the year, Severance, obviously. Andor, season 2. Is straight up one of the greatest seasons of television I've ever watched. And then and Pluribus, Those three shows to me were like the three shows that really, really stood out. And there were some others throughout the year that I liked, but I don't remember enough of to put on the list. So there you go. Those are my three picks.
It hurts my feelings you didn't include Hacks.
Oh
Season 4.
yeah. Damn, I'm stupid. Yeah, Hacks, obviously.
It's not like we talk about it every week or anything.
Jesus Christ.
I will
It's the
say,
end of the year. I don't remember anything.
right. I'll agree with you. I'll say Hacks season 4. I'll say Pluribus season 1. I'll say Severance season 2. I'll say DePitt, obviously. Have to give a nod to DePitt. And
Did you watch DePitt on DePlane?
I did not watch DePitt on DePlane. I didn't have it download. Richie sent me this tweet, and it was somebody in their seatback television, I think, watching The Pit. I'm like, first of all, how'd you do that? Second of all, on the plane, because it's a medical drama. It could be a little graphic, but so you're subjecting the people behind you to whatever you're watching as well. But
well, I did. It was like that one time I was watching Hacks on a flight, and I decided to put on the episode where they're
is
at
it the caddy episode?
The caddy episode.
That'll happen. That's my worst. That's actually one of my worst fears. And somehow it seems to happen with every movie I watch in public on an airplane.
Yeah.
Like, what's the deal with that?
Even though I don't think there's any actual nudity in that episode.
No, there's not.
Between Ava and Christina Hendricks, but it's there's still, you get the peeing on a socialist line, which is one of the greatest lines in the
There's a little reveal of Victoria's Secret happening in that episode that is maybe PG-13, I would say. Yeah. I didn't watch too much. I don't really watch too much TV. I have a hard time with it unless I can really sit down and binge watch something. I have a hard time keeping up with it week to week unless it's Hacks.
Yes. I need to get my HBO squared away for that this year because we should be getting close to at least an announcement when we're coming out. So
yeah, you're gonna get DePitt in January, season 2. If you feel like it.
Let me see. No, I'm not gonna watch DePitt. I did not. No, I can't. No, the joke doesn't work. I didn't like it. I watched the first episode and didn't hook me.
Denied.
Yeah. I'm trying to look up the top shows to see if we missed any. Let's see.
Who loves TV is my mom. She would have a lot to add on this segment, and I don't have any news from her. I can try and text her and get a recap for later in the episode.
Alien Earth was good, but that wasn't really.
Oh, that did come out this year.
I liked it, but it was fine. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for the TV portion. Not a great year for TV, to be honest, outside of the ones that we mentioned.
There's been a lot. I feel like in the last couple of years, just the density of it has been really overwhelming to the point where I struggle to know what to watch despite all of it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going through the top 15 shows here. Okay. The Chair Company, The Last of Us. Last of Us.
Oh, I did hear people say the Chair
Last
Company.
of Us was
it's
not
that Tim
great
Robinson.
this year. Yeah. The Rehearsal, The Studio, which I still don't. I have yet to meet a person who actually liked that show.
I didn't finish it. Yeah.
Everybody I talked to about it is like, yeah, we watched it, and they didn't finish it or really didn't like it. But whatever.
You and I are willing to sit and suffer through many things in the pursuit of Catherine Hahn.
Yes.
That is not one of them.
Yes.
That's how I felt about Glass Onion too.
Yes. Nor will the movie, the John Madden movie that's coming out next year.
Not interested. I'm not really a big Nicolas Cage enjoyer, like other than maybe National Treasure.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know whose idea was it, of all people, to cast Nicolas Cage as John Madden. What an interesting choice.
He's just doing things. There was that movie recently where he played himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just doing things.
All right, there we go. That's our TVs for the year.
All right. We have music. Do you have anything on hand?
I got plenty. Um,
We just lost a little bit in that the pop based Twitter poll that just went live today. That was
yeah.
the voting of like best album of 2025. That's a sham, by the way. Just designed to cater to the people whose fans are the most online,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
which is
Rigged.
K-pop.
Yes. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Last time.
Yeah. Great year for music this year. A lot of great music came out this year. With stuff I liked. Going back to the beginning of the year, we had releases from um, Lucy Dacus earlier in the year. Her album was great. Obviously, Mayhem came out earlier in the year, which is awesome. Um, we had Haim come out during the summer. Love that record. We had the Technicolors record is great. We had Breach from 21 Pilots was great.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was gifted Lost Americana, MGK's new record. I like that one. So I have the vinyl for that coming out. That came out this year. Um, G Flip's album Dream Ride was great. Obviously saw G Flip live, so shout out. Uh, and and then a lot of other artists who put out EPs and stuff like that we like too, which I'm sure you'll get to as well. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so yeah, great year for music this year.
God, if I didn't even think about that. If I had included EPs on my list, we'd be here for another 45 minutes. Uh, I split mine into categories essentially, like things that received critical acclaim, things that deserved better, and
Oh, I
things
didn't
that
mention
were
Joe. I should have
under the
mentioned Joe.
radar.
Joe was
Oh
another
yeah,
great
the
record
the
this year too.
Crux. Yep.
Hmm.
I think that might have made my list. I don't know. This is all in my head. There's not actually a physical list that exists about this. So if I forget something, I'm so sorry. I love you all dearly. Okay. Things that were critically acclaimed that I enjoyed were obviously Mayhem, Bad Bunny's Debí Tirar Más Fotos. Really enjoyed. I liked The Art of Loving, Olivia Dean. I feel like that's getting some traction critically. She had a big year. I will say things that deserved more credit perhaps were I thought Breach kind of flew under the radar despite being a really good album, and maybe it was just because it was so closely tied to the release of Clancy that it was hard to like make it a separate project. I think some of Ethel Cain's releases probably deserved better. I liked Lux by Rosalia. I liked Lucy Dacus's album. I liked So Close to What, obviously. I That's probably good for that category. Things that I think flew under the radar were Horror by Barty Strange and My Apologies to the Chef by Winona Fighter, both of whom I saw this year and were incredible live.
Hmm.
Things I do not understand is a band called Geese and an artist called Cameron Winter. I was on Rolling Stone today, kind of looking up like what are the most critically acclaimed albums of the year, and I tried to listen to some of that, and I don't understand it. It's like this person is trying to be Tom York at all times, and it's only
Yeah.
like halfway working.
Right.
Albums I enjoyed parts of, but not all of. Life of a Showgirl, obviously, Man's Best Friend Sabrina Carpenter, and the Role Model record that I definitely think that I misnamed last time.
He's the one that flip.
Which
He's the one.
is-
He's the one that does the flip. Is that him?
Role Model and Benson Boone are different people, and you know this. This is a long running joke between the two of us, is that he looks at Benson Boone and is like, okay, when does he do the Sally bit? And then he looks at Role Model and goes, when is he doing a backflip?
I can't be the only one. Damn it.
That album is called Kansas Anymore, The Last Goodbye. And I think I definitely said it wrong last time. Joe's record was great. The Crux, I enjoyed that. There was Moisturizer, Wet Leg. That was a good one this year too.
Yes. Very good. Yes.
We listen to a lot of music over here. We could make this probably an hour-long
This
segment
is
between the two
yes,
of us.
absolutely, absolutely. 2026 coming up. We've mentioned this before, but we are, from what we understand from the grapevine, new Harry Styles record coming out next year. I've never been the biggest Harry Styles fan, but he's big. I like a
I
couple of his
like
songs.
Harry. I like
I like
Harry. When Harry and Taylor split, I like to say that mom got custody in the divorce, but I'd still
yeah,
visit dad on the
yeah,
weekends.
yeah.
I do like Harry.
Yeah, so he teased something this past like weekend. I don't
hmm
remember what it was. I didn't even look at it. What
It
like
was like a big recap video of Love on Tour,
uh
or not
so
Love on Tour, whatever the last tour was that he
yeah.
did. Was it?
Yeah,
I don't know. Didn't go.
so it's pretty clearly that it's like he's like, teasing something for 2026. So um a lot of speculation about a new Phoebe record maybe.
hmm
I don't know how much I believe that.
We've only physically seen her like twice this year, so
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
knows?
I do not believe that we're getting a new record from Phoebe. Maybe a song or two. I don't know.
Maybe
At
she's
some
working
point.
on somebody else's project too, like
Yeah.
co-producing, like she
Yeah.
did with Christian Lee Hudson, or just something else.
Yeah. And then of course we are highly anticipating Muna 4
Muna
coming out in
4. Muna
2026.
4 will save us.
And then maybe I'm putting this as a big question mark. Maybe a new JB record or new JB music at some point. Um, I don't
Again, I'm
know.
not holding my breath on this. I feel like all of the members of Boy Genius are super unpredictable.
Yeah, yeah,
Except maybe Lucy. Lucy seems to love to just do a release and like have
yeah,
fun and like go on
yeah.
tour.
She's
She's like,
been she's
okay.
she's been doing. She's everywhere. It's crazy. Like
She's everywhere.
she's doing Letterboxd Top 4. She did her Criterion
Right.
collection. She's been doing interviews galore. Like she's everywhere. And then the other two are just like, oh, see you later.
Like they may or may not actually exist. This is
Yeah,
just like one big shared hallucination. Yeah.
exactly.
Yep. That's what it feels like to be a fan of those two sometimes. You're like,
Yeah.
my artist does not exist. And not in the
J
same way that like Rihanna doesn't exist. Like she just disappeared. She's like, I'm
Yeah.
doing makeup now and I'm
Yeah.
having babies and I don't really need to make another album. She
Yeah.
did say she almost re-recorded Anti for the 10th anniversary, I think. But then she just didn't because she
Yeah.
didn't feel like it. More power to you.
Unreal.
Oh God.
Yeah, so there you go. Those 2026. I don't know if I missed anybody who's like in the cycle, whose records came out in like 2023 or 2024, who may be coming out with new records. Oh, duh, Noah Khan.
He's teasing something,
Yeah,
but he's always out here teasing something.
this is true. Yes, but I believe it's very well expected that we'll be getting a new record from at
I
some
hope
point.
so.
Yeah,
I just went back to that album like this past week. It's so good. Stick Season is
it's
so good.
it's the perfect winter record.
It absolutely is. Okay.
That's one record I still don't own, by the way, because it's always so expensive. Because you put out like
I don't
35,
either.
you put
Yeah.
out like 35 songs. It's like, you know what? It's that album and then Hozier, Unreal on Earth. They both put out like 35 songs for that era, and so
Right.
like trying to go and buy the physical copies of them, it's like almost impossible because you have to
can't.
shell out like $40. I'm like, that's a lot.
You can't.
Even
I
though, well,
feel
I will
bad.
say,
I feel bad doing it.
I will say that's not even that bad because I did just spend a decent amount of money on the Sinners score vinyl, which will be coming at some point soon. Because that was kind of hard to find there for a bit, but so who's to say, really?
I don't know.
it's
It's
all-
about what you spend your money on. And
It's all
you
funny
and I
money
are-
anyway.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's okay, hear me out. Post Christmas, or
Yes.
like the week leading up to Christmas and in between New Year's Day, money really doesn't exist because time doesn't really exist. And it's your responsibility to just be like buying gifts for people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, money's not real for the next like several days. So you're good. I can't scientifically prove this, but it feels true.
Yes. Yeah. Go buy that thing that you really want.
Yeah, you didn't get something for Christmas because your relatives didn't read your wish list or whatever. Go buy
Yeah.
it for yourself.
Yeah.
Or just be like my parents and buy everything you want for yourself throughout the year so that there's nothing left to buy you at the end of the year.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we have to spitball. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tell you, my favorite gift this year, just from like this stupid sentimental perspective, and like I know my mom's gonna hear this. It was these headphones. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I needed new ones. But my favorite thing was that I had this random off idea to buy my mom another one of her silk pillowcases that she has, because we just recently like redid the color scheme of the house, and I'm like, I don't know if she has a new one that matches this color scheme, or maybe it's getting a little old, like who knows. I know that she has one, and I know that she uses it. And this was a rogue idea of mine where I didn't consult anyone except my dad, and I was like, can you just get measurements for me so I make sure I buy the right size pillowcase? And we're opening gifts on Christmas Day, and I open this package, and it's two silk pillowcases. And my mom is telling me all about what, and I have to poker face this because I can't let her know at this point in time that there's also one of those waiting for her in a package. And she's explaining to me what they are, and I have to be like, I've never heard of these, with just the best like Oscar-winning acting face I have ever put on in my life. I'm like, wow, that's really great. Like, I really hope these work. I've never heard of this before today. And then like 2 gifts later, she opens hers and it's a silk pillowcase. And she's like, why did you let me go on that tangent? It's like, because it seemed important to you. Like, just it was a funny little coincidence that I think neither of us consulted the other or a third party about
Yeah.
whether we would actually use this item, but we ended up getting the same gift for each other.
Right. 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 Um, what was I gonna say? I had something and then I completely forgot. Oh yeah. Speaking of gifts, we should tell the people that I panicked, and I, being the man around these parts here, us in
Resident
the
man of the podcast.
yeah us in the male gender tend to procrastinate when it comes to buying gifts, and slash or aren't very creative. And so I decided to buy Jordan's gift on December 24th at 1:00 in the morning. I even showed you the like the the time code. I think
Timestamp. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So Jordan did not get her gifts in time for actual Christmas, but they are on their way. So maybe by the time this comes out, I don't know. I can actually look. Hang on. Stand by. Let's see. Expected to arrive on January 5th, 2026.
So not by the time this comes out.
Correct. When is that?
No,
When is the
it's
5th?
next Monday. So I
Oh,
may
it's a
get to
week.
open it on the show,
Oh, yeah.
depending on what it is. Is it safe for work?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's a 2-part gift. So,
Okay. I'm desperately hoping it's a golf caddy vest that says Balenciaga on the front. You said it was not an American flag with Tate McRae's picture on
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
I'll be very honest with you, that is exactly what I was expecting, because you and
Yeah.
I have sent each other those videos back and forth a bunch.
yes.
I'm like, he's gonna do it, isn't he? And then it would get replaced back here, and it would be
Yeah.
a whole thing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god, here we go. And then that was not, to your point. Well, so you've told me that's not what's arriving.
Correct. I can confirm that.
All right.
That's correct. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie to you. Are you kidding?
This is the part where we break the episode and then insert a bunch of footage of you accidentally lying to me. Not on purpose, accidentally.
Yeah. Yes.
Made sure to include that word in there. It's doing a lot of heavy lifting. Tell the people what you got for Christmas.
Oh yeah. Jordan got me a new bumper sticker for my car, which I don't have a picture of anywhere. I did not
I
upload.
have mine if you want me to grab it.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Because we got We got a matching item not because I thought it would be funny to have matching items, but because by the time I designed this thing, I kind of wanted one for myself, and it was like cheaper to buy a second one. I'll go grab it.
Yes. So yeah, because I have my new car, so I need a new bumper sticker on my car. So Jordan, yeah, got me a bumper sticker, um, and it is looking exactly like the one Jordan is grabbing. I'm assuming off of her fridge.
Yeah, it's on my fridge. It is a bumper magnet because we don't do any permanent damage to paint around here. And should you wish to not put it on your car at any time, you can simply remove it. But this is custom designed by me on Photoshop because I have that and know how to use it. I was deeply inspired by all those terrible bumper stickers that are like, keep honking, I'm listening to ska, and now you're in the band. Or just, stupid
Yeah.
stuff like that, right? So I made Richie one. It says, keep honking, I'm listening to Two Hands by Tate McRae, and the dance break is coming up. And it has some of these cute little stars that she drew in the So Close to What booklet that I scoured from photos online. And it is large, and it will stick to anything that's metal, including your fridge,
Yes.
or other people's cars, or other people's fridges, or presumably like MRI machines or hip replacements. I don't know. We should try that. And stick it to somebody with like a metal knee and just see if it will.
No, let's not do that. That was actually one of the scariest, like in terms of horror movies this year. One of the scariest, well, not the scariest, but most effed up scenes in the movies this year was the scene in the new Final Destination movie where like an MRI machine is like one of the kills. I was like, oh god,
Yeah, those are crazy. It was
new fear
It's like
unlocked.
you shouldn't have you can't have any metal on you because it's like a giant. MRI stands for magnetic resonance imaging, so it's a giant magnet essentially, and it's very strong. And if you have anything on your body that's metal, it'll just like stick you to it. So there's always those posts on Twitter that are going around that's like, well, they tell you not to wear jewelry, but nobody told me I couldn't swallow 40 ball bearings before going to get my MRI. Don't do that.
Yeah,
This
please
is a
don't.
disclaimer. Don't do that.
Please don't.
And
I
don't
also
sue us if you
received.
do.
Yes, I also received this year. Jordan thinks my hearing is bad. I disagree. I don't think it's that
Huh?
bad. Oh my god. Stop.
What? Speak up. Talking to my good ear.
So Jordan got me a set of which Jordan has sworn by and uses at concerts and whatnot. So as I go to races all the time, got me some new noise canceling like earbuds that I can use at races and concerts in 2026. So maybe Jordan is low key saving my hearing from going out when I turn 40.
That's my mission. Once you lose it, you don't get it back. I'm
That's
trying to
true.
not make you have a hearing aid in like
Yes.
15 years.
Yes. So true.
Yeah, I swear by them. I recommend them to other people all the time. I purchase them for other people. Because the thing I like the most about, I mean, this particular brand is Loop, but like there are a lot of concert earplugs that do the same thing. So work within your budget if you're listening to this and considering doing that. But it's really nice to not have that ringing in your ears after a concert, but to still be able to talk to the people around you at a comfortable volume and to hear everything without feeling like you're losing anything or compromising the music. But I don't feel like I just got kicked in the head after doing a concert. And initially, we bought these. I bought mine for the Eras tour because we were doing back-to-back nights, and that would have really been a lot. That is loud. The crowd was loud, and it's not just the music. Sometimes, like depending on where you're standing, it could be the crowd around you that's the biggest deal. But obviously, if you're right in front of the speaker, you should do something for that. So when we go see Muna 4, the Muna 4 tour, whatever that's called, we're gonna be able to hear them perfectly well when we get Barricade. But we will also not be screaming at each other the next day.
Correct. Yes, indeed.
For a hearing related reason. I don't know. If you make me parallel park on the street again, we could be up against it.
I didn't make you do that, just so you know.
I did do that. I did do that. That was the only available choice. There wasn't really another one. That was the spot we had. Bless.
You Eras Tour, you binge watched the whole dang thing
I
on the
did.
same day.
I did. Yeah, we binge watched the whole thing. We're looking for something to watch on Christmas Day because we had everybody over at our house the day before, and we like kind of got all the cooking and entertaining and hosting and stuff out of the way. We were just wondering what to watch, and
Because you sure as shit
put
we're gonna
on.
watch the NFL games that day because they were all bad.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of them. I tracked them briefly on fantasy if I had a player in it, but yeah, we put on episode one, and then
The
just there
Phantom
was like a
Menace.
right there was just a little that was a good one. There was just a little check in after episode one that was like, should we keep going or like do you want to change it to something else? We're like, we should probably keep going. And then the next time there was a check in was like episode four. And four, we were like, well, there's only two more left, so we should probably just finish it. So we binge watched all six episodes of their Is True documentary in one day, and then afterward, we're like, would it be crazy to put on the final show again? We're like, no, we can't. We can't do another 3.5 hours of Taylor. But it was good. It was to your point about I think what you were saying last week and what we were sort of hoping and expecting from it was that it's a really good look at some of the folks behind the scenes of the tour and kind of what it was like to spend 2 years doing this thing that was just such a labor of love, but also like this work of art that has never been done at that scale before and may never be done at that scale again. And it was crazy. There's some stuff in there that's like really a gut punch, and so it wasn't all straightforward, and it wasn't all happy moments, and people struggled with things, and over the course of the tour, especially like members of her team and things like that. But it really was like a little family affair for like 2 years. I don't know what you do after that. You spend that much time with those people doing this thing that you all love, and then
Mm-hmm.
it just comes to an end. You're like, oh, now what?
Yeah. Did you have the same feeling I did when I watched the last episode, and which is, um, it was very well done because it was one big like especially 5 and 6 to get combined together was like an emotional like right hook and then left uppercut at the same time because episode 5 was so focused on Taylor's grandmother Marjorie and Taylor's mom Andrea and the relationship between the three of them, and then they
Mm-hmm.
juxtapose that juxtapose. Oh my god, I can't speak.
Juxtaposed
Thank you. I was
and
trying
or
to.
juxtaposition. Go
Yes,
ahead.
thank you very
I gotcha.
much. Anyway, the story about one of her backup singers having to deal with her cancer diagnosis on the tour as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there was the 1-2 punch of that. And then the sixth episode, it is as everybody says goodbye. And it's like, everybody's crying. And it's just like, oh God, man. But I finished episode 6 and I texted Corey this and I said, does it not feel like this is almost like a retirement? Because that's what I watched and I was like, I watched the end of that. To me, it felt like how you would see not just the end of one chapter, but like the closing of a book, and that's what that
Sure,
was
or
to me.
like if
I
this
like
was a movie about her life, like that would be the last chapter and that's where
yeah,
it would end. Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
and so like it's that's what it felt like to me. It felt like it was one big goodbye to that part of Taylor's life in a way. Because now she's obviously engaged to be married, etc., etc. We'd imagine at some point in time, um, kids are along the way at some point in the future. And so just to me feels like I'm like we are never going to get that again. So whether it's not goodbye to music, like she'll keep making music obviously. She made 2 albums over the course of the dang tour for goodness sake, but like at least touring wise, like we're never going to see this again. It would not surprise me if Taylor just said kept making music, but decide never to tour again for a while.
Yeah. Or
That's
never again at that scale.
Yeah, that's what it felt like to me. It felt like, oh shit, man, we're never going to be able to see this again. And like I was like getting goosebumps watching that some of those performances in the final show because I was like, damn, that sucks, man. Like you and I both somehow, some way managed to finagle ourselves into seeing that show live, which is incredible. But like Corey and I were talking about this, and like the difference between when I went, which is to the second show of the entire tour in Glendale, you went maybe a month or two
Like
later, I think.
halfway-ish.
Right? Compared to the
Yeah.
very end of the tour, like it just felt like a completely different vibe from when you and I went to the end of the tour. And then I don't know if we're ever, the fact that we might not ever get that again. I was like, damn. I wish I could go back again and experience that show again. And we may never get it again.
Honestly, you said that perfectly. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Look
Thank
at
you.
this, folks. Richie has a monologue today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really well said. I have nothing to add.
But like, did you get that same feeling, or am I just overthinking
No,
it?
absolutely. No, absolutely I did. Because I don't think there's a reason that they would have gone and done this whole thing if they hadn't known that it was going to be as big as it ever gets. They wouldn't have gone and filmed the whole, well, she's done tour movies, but they wouldn't have gone and filmed all of this and done the background and done the documentary and then filmed the last show if it hadn't caught the amount of traction and attention and been the spectacle and like moment that it was, knowing that we'll probably never get that back. I don't think they would have gone to all this trouble to do that because it, all the other tours have been kind of just another tour. Like what I wouldn't give to have all of this behind the scenes from Red Tour or 1989 or Reputation or any of those other things. But this one got a treatment that the rest of them didn't get, and I think that's for a reason, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Okay.
Pick what's next.
what's
The document is a mess this week.
Document is a mess. Okay, we should get into some memes because that could take a while. Some of our favorite memes of the year. Would you like to pick one to start? Because we just sort of have a list here.
I just made a list of things that I remembered because most of which we talked about on the show. So I'm just gonna go in this order that I put it in. Katy Perry went to space this year.
Her kissing the ground after being in space for 6 seconds. Yep.
Who is now dating Justin Trudeau of all people.
The
go.
former Prime Minister of Canada. Nice.
Yeah.
And didn't they announce that in like the weirdest way possible? It was like one of Justin Trudeau's PR announcements, and he was like, Katie and I were like, whoa, hard launch.
Yeah. It was like they were visiting another country and was like, we are happy to welcome Prime Minister Trudeau and his partner Katie, or Katie. Like, you guys referenced this.
I dream of doing that one day. That'd be so funny.
We had a conclave this year, which was great. The memes.
We did. We
Pope
had
Crave.
Conclave, Pope Crave. Pope Crave was great. All of the Conclave memes. You and I were locked in on this. People were posting. One of my favorite things was that little piece of art someone did of like the seagull sitting on top of the roof with the smokestack next to the little cartoon of Pope Francis, and they were like sharing a pizza. I was like, yeah. That was really fun. I followed the Conclave much more this year than I probably ever have or ever will in future years, just because of the movie Conclave.
So the movie Conclave.
Thank you, Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, and now we have a Pope who attended the 2005 World Series and drinks Malort and knows deep dish pizza.
Yeah, a Pope who knows Da Bears and like the Chicago rat hole. Yeah, that's a thing that shouldn't happen.
Do you think if the Bears make the Super Bowl, the Pope will attend the Super Bowl?
That's a really good question. While I don't doubt that he could if he wanted to, I don't think he would. But I think he would maybe welcome members of the Bears or like would bless a football on behalf of the Bears or something. Like he's done that
Yeah.
with this Scuderia Ferrari. Like,
Yeah. Oh, whoa, that did not go well at all.
okay, but maybe he saved it from getting worse. That was just a car problem.
I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know. Yeah. And apparently we won't know in 2026 either, based on the direction that people seem to say that that's going. So I saw a lot of people in Lewis Hamilton merch at Disneyland.
Hey, like that. That's good.
Yeah. Mostly Mercedes for what it's worth.
Yeah. Labubus, 24 karat gold Labubus.
You and I made it through the entire year without purchasing a Labubu. High five.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I know people that have multiple, and if I see you with one, I will take it and throw it 100 yards Fernando Mendoza style.
Yeah. We also had the lizard meme, which took up an entire portion of my brain for like a good solid 2 weeks in a row when I wouldn't stop like pressing the lizard button on the show.
Yeah, you found the website that lets you just click the lizard button.
Yeah.
You still sometimes, if I send you things on Twitter, you'll react with the lizard meme.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, keep that going. Keep it alive.
Yes. Of course, the hilarious Coldplay cheating couple.
That really got out of hand. Because, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, and you and I think, have talked about this, and I have tried to articulate this point to other people. If they had just acted like everything was fine, it wouldn't have gone viral, right?
Correct. Yeah.
The reason that it went viral is because you all separated from each other like a house on fire.
Yeah.
And they were like, ooh, something's weird here.
Exactly. And back in the news because one of the magazines did like a profile on the woman there. And so they pop back into the timeline.
Didn't they say she's like unemployable now or something?
I have no idea. I didn't click on it. I don't care about this woman.
That doesn't make any sense. Also, like, she should. I mean, I get that it's like a public image thing, but like, if she has the knowledge to do the job, like, can we not put that aside?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
We also had the Rapture that did not take place this year. That got pushed back, I like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, that was a really fun day to be on the internet. Was the day of the Rapture where we were all like, "So is it happening soon, or
yeah,
can I go to bed? Do I need to get gas today?"
Right.
Yep.
You remember what we were talking about a year ago at this time? Was the end of TikTok? Do you remember that?
Yeah. I do, because it briefly went away for less than 24 hours, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just remember getting the notification that was like, due to a whatever injunction, like TikTok is unavailable or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm ashamed to say that like I did open it like once the next day, just forgetting that was a thing. But I like woke up and opened it to like check my messages, and at that point I realized I was addicted to my phone. I
gotta keep our 400 plus
I'm
day streak going.
Correct. I maintain I'm not as addicted to my phone as some other people because I can put it down and I enjoy doing so. But that was a little bit of a rude awakening. Yeah. Love you though, TikTok. Love you.
And then, of course, one of my favorites is the Montoya from the Spanish dating show.
Montoya, por favor.
Can we watch that one more time? I have it here.
You have it? Good.
I'm view NSFW content. Why is it NSFW?
Why? Oh, maybe it has the video that they were showing him of his... Because wasn't this because his girlfriend on the show was hooking up with somebody else, and they showed him the video of it, and then he like ran down the beach screaming?
Yes, I think so. But we're gonna play
maybe it has an attached part of that.
I maybe we'll see.
We could cut this out if it's not safe for work.
Exactly.
We'll fix it in post.
All right. Where does he start running away?
Right about there. Yeah.
There he goes. Okay, we get the point there, but
Oh, poor guy.
Iconic. Greatest,
Oh.
second greatest crash out of the year behind the Branzino crash out.
I would agree with that. I'm also gonna add to the list the run from Weapons,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and literally everything that Cynthia Erivo did this year.
Yes.
Every time that lady shows up on a red carpet, something happens.
Yep.
That video she posted of herself like being reunited with her hat that she lost, so funny.
I
Do you not
don't.
know about this?
I don't remember that. Yeah.
I'm gonna break this news right now. I don't remember where it was. It was like PR or something for, it must have been Wicked, but she lost this silly little hat that kind of looks like a tree. Um, and a fan has it, and they met up with Cynthia like outside of an event or something and was like, Cynthia, I have your hat from this. She's like, can I have it back? And they met up and she got her hat back and then posted this like really sentimental video of her being like reunited with her hat, and there's just a picture of her with it on at the end. It's crazy. I'm trying to find it.
I must have like memory hold this because I do not remember that.
Oh, it's so funny. The Cynthia Erivo has reunited with her lost hat was the title of the post. And I gotta save you. I have to show you this image because it is something. Slides and PDFs, image file. I'm remembering how to do this on the fly. Downloads. This.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Look at this hat. It looks like a dandelion.
It does. It looks like you can like blow it and it will like
Yeah,
spread.
and this
Yeah.
is like the last frame of that video is her like with some background music like sentimentally like putting the hat back on and
Yeah.
smiling into the camera. It's wonderful.
I like how you have it titled hat.jpg.
Well, I needed to know what to save it as. Who knows? .jpg. Title of the episode.
Yeah. Yep, there you go.
Oh.
Quickly, we do have some Letterboxd to get to.
Mm-hmm. And we have some time to get to it.
Can I start off with one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life?
Please.
Okay, so you and I both did not like the movie about the beach that makes you old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that movie was not good.
No,
now-
it's not.
Now
It had
let me see,
potential, though. I'll say it
now
had
let me
potential.
see what I graded that movie on the Letterboxd.
Mm.
Okay, here we go. I gave The Beach That Makes You Old 2 stars,
Okay.
which is not good.
No.
Now, you've seen my Letterboxd. I don't rate movies very low all that often. So it has to be like really bad for me to like really tank it. Okay? I gave a movie this week 1.5 stars.
What was it? Was it
It
a
was the
Hallmark
mo-
Christmas movie?
No, it was the movie about it was the horror movie about football.
Him?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, the really unnecessarily deep Tom Brady TB12 method metaphor.
Yeah.
The substance, but for football.
I did see I saw a movie recently or something, and somebody said it was The Substance for Men. I don't remember what it was. What?
Oh. I was thinking about that TV series that it's the Ryan Murphy one coming out called The Beauty. That's just The Substance,
Yeah.
but a TV show.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's what it is. Yeah,
It could
it might be. Yeah.
Him is definitely the substance for men, though.
This movie. Thank God it was only an hour and a half because I watched this the other night and I was just like, "What is this?" It was so bad. It was just unwatchably bad. Like, it made no sense. It was just disjointed. It was all over the place. No.
Visually, it was cool, but there was effectually no story.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
stupid. Okay, so yeah, that was the worst movie I've seen in a long time.
Okay.
Um, compare that to I saw Marty Supreme and I saw Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Okay.
Um, I'll start with Marty Supreme, which a lot of people enjoy. Did not like the movie. I guess I didn't say it. I won't say that. I did not enjoy the movie as much as other people enjoyed the movie. Everybody on my Letterboxd, 4.5 stars across the board. Most people like it. I did not enjoy this movie because Marty, the main character, played brilliantly by Timothy Chalamet. He was incredible in this movie. It was just like the most insufferable asshole for 2.5 hours. And if your main character is that much of an insufferable asshole, there needs to be some sort of, because the way I put this in my I said it put this on Twitter, and I'm gonna try and articulate it here, which is that like complex characters are the ideal characters for any type of storytelling because that's what makes people in general are very complicated individuals. They're not all altruistic, then they're not all sons of bitches, right? There's a lot of gray area there.
Except you and I that are just somewhere stupid right in the middle.
Yeah. So so you're watching a story with this character that is very very flawed, which is great, and that is usually what makes for good storytelling. But at some point, this character has to be grounded in something that is relatable, and it has some sort of underlying characteristic that makes you understand why they're doing what they're doing.
Hmm.
And it makes you understand, like, okay, I understand why this character is doing this, and I hate that they're doing this, and that's what makes the character so great or interesting. And there are I can't think of many other movies at the top of my head that do that, but there are a lot of them.
Hmm.
And the movie that came to mind for me is Catch Me If You Can,
Yep.
in a way, because Catch Me If You Can is the same way. Like, you're watching Frank Abagnale, played by Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, he's a con artist, dude. Like, this dude is not a good person whatsoever. But he is so damn charming the entire movie
Hmm.
that you're kind of almost forced into liking him in a way. And there is story there to kind of explain the way he is, and then the movie comes to the resolution, and
Hmm.
it's kind of earned in that way.
But if there's not something that you can root for about this character, they're just insufferable for 2.5 hours and you can't get behind it.
Yeah, exactly. It
It's
just
like Uncut
becomes
Gems.
yes. Yeah, yeah. You and I talked about this the other day. It's like Marty
Hmm.
Supreme is Uncut Gems. It's the same exact damn movie. So that's why I put in my review, like, if your mileage may vary based on your acceptance of the Safdie brothers, and I they're just not for me. But I don't really like that style of filmmaking and those style of stories. But yeah, except they do try to redeem them at the very very end in a scene that I will not spoil, and albeit that scene is good. And I was like, okay, I see what you're doing there. It did not redeem him at the end of the story, and so I only gave it 3.5 stars, even though the movie is really well directed and incredibly acted, and it looks great, and the soundtrack is awesome. It just the main character's got to be more interesting, or more well rounded. So 3.5 stars for me. Um, Also saw Avatar: Fire and Ash in IMAX 3D,
Hmm.
and it is the complete opposite of Marty Supreme because this movie freaking rocks, man. I'm sorry, but I love me some Blue People. Okay, I will go to the theater and I will watch a 6 hour version of Avatar and be perfectly happy because I love the world. I love the characters. I love PyCon. I love Jake and Neytiri and their
He
kids and
said, I love
Spider.
the world. Good for you. I'm happy.
And
I'm happy for you. It's
four
not
and a
for
half
me, but
stars. Four and a
four
half
and a half.
stars.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My parents saw that the day that you and I had our on track kart battle.
Yeah.
And I think I texted you and you said, okay, change of plans. We're joining them. I'm like, no. It was very funny. Um, my dad especially, I didn't really get like a vibe on it from my mom necessarily, other than that my dad got up and had to pee in the middle because it was too long. Uh, and I got that from my dad. He was like, it was too damn long. But the things that he had to say about it with the action and like the world building and visually kind of how it looked and how it played out was all really good. So I have to imagine they enjoyed it other than the runtime because I did
Yeah.
hear from both of them that it was like they were looking at their watches at like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, and we're like,
Hmm.
yeah, there's a lot left to go in this, and I'm not sure there's a lot of places left to go with the story.
Yeah.
So
Right. Right.
you're my visionary.
Because like you can like comparing it to Marty Supreme, where I talked about how the characters, the characters and don't aren't really completely, built out characters in terms of finding something to root for.
Hmm.
This is the thing that I think I like about Way of Water and Fire and Ash, because it's a part one and part two of the same story, which people
Hmm.
can't seem to wrap their heads around. Is like all the characters have an arc in both of those two movies. Avatar is its own thing completely, whereas Way of Water, Fire and Ash are its own story, and the character arcs across the two movies are great. I'm sorry, I like both. All those characters grow and they have their own journeys that they go on, and that is better than you can. That is a better. You don't get that in a lot of other storytelling, and especially in like big IP type stories, and like event movies, you don't really get that. But you get
Sure.
that with the Avatar movies. And I think that's why I tend to like that. I like them so much. Is I actually give a shit about these characters. And sometimes that doesn't always happen. So it
Yeah.
also has made $1 billion in like 2 weeks. So people are going to see this movie, even as much as they like to shit on them. They still buy
All
their
right.
tickets. You know?
Fair enough. That's worth something. And you bought some concessions for that movie, so thank you
I
for
did.
contributing to the well-being of your local cinema.
I did. My straw broke though. I was mad. My straw
Oh,
broke and my icy, so I had like a quarter of my icy left and my
I
straw.
hate when that happens.
And I was like,
You're
I'm
just,
eating this popcorn. I need something to wash the popcorn down, but my straw was
mhm.
broken, so I couldn't drink any more icy for the last
Okay,
like
but
hour
the
and a half of the
straw is
movie.
such a like it's such a utilitarian tool, but it's also such a fragile ecosystem because like why does one little puncture in a straw make
Yeah.
it completely unusable?
Yes.
You
Yes.
should just be able to like cover that thing with your hand and fix it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what happened to me. I broke one part of the straw
Hmm.
and I flipped the straw over and that was a part-time fix. But once the liquid got below the puncture of the straw, it was unusable again.
So stupid. So stupid.
So I
I
did
only saw
I
one
did
movie this
I had
week,
to drink
so
the rest of the icy after the movie. It
oh,
was
that's
just
fine.
it was just
It's fine. It's doable.
yeah.
I only saw one movie this week. It was It's a Wonderful Life, and it joined the very elite 5-star club of my Letterboxd.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed it. I see why so many people really like it as like a Christmas classic. I watched that while my parents were at Avatar. It was me and my dog
Mhm.
having a great time watching It's a Wonderful Life, and did cry at the end. Definitely. So that's a hitter. It's like kind of cheesy in the way that movies from like the 40s and 50s were kind of cheesy, but it's good if you just lean into the sentimentality of the moment. I don't know if that's a word. I hope so. Uh, and it was good. So 5-star club for me.
Mhm. Never seen it.
It's good. You can watch it pretty much any time between Christmas and New Year's. It's definitely a holiday movie though.
Yeah.
It's meant for that season.
Yeah. I'll take Die Hard. Okay.
Okay. Okay. We will close with very quickly a Lou Bega
I'll
fact
let you
because
actually
it's
wrap up
not
the show
really a
this week. I'm gonna
fact.
mute my mic and then so you can.
Okay. Uh, it's good. He's talking, but he's not saying anything. Start gesturing. um, yeah. Period. Um, so I'll leave you with a Lou Bega fact. No, it's the index thing. Good. Clock it. Um, if this is not really a fact, but if you've ever listened to Mambo Number Five and you know what Mambo Number Five sounds like, I want you to listen to this is your homework for the week. I want you to listen to the Lou Bega song 1 + 1 = 2. And then call into the show next week and tell us what you heard and what you think it sounds like. That's it. That's just something we discovered at the end of last week's episode when we were recording, and you were like, "Hey, wait a minute. Speaking of Lou Bega." So yeah, tell your friends and family things about Lou Bega when you see them next in this holiday season, and I'm sure that they'll love you. And you can follow us at OHOBC Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you get your social media. And that's probably all we got. So we'll see you next week for whatever episode that is. I don't know. We lost count at this point. Time isn't real. Happy holidays.